Another episode, Coach Keyton and Crawford here on the Crawford Podcasting Network, Grand Traverse Pie Company, on a cloudy but promising Sunday. It's going to be 70 degrees, I think, outside.
Absolutely.
Get outside.
Get these
We
clouds
always
out
have a
here.
lot to talk about here at 9 o'clock. I want to invite everybody out to, if you would, honor us. Go out to the YouTube channel, Tom's Take Community, and like and follow and subscribe, whatever. All of our videos are on there, as well as some of the other content that I do with Chris Young, Richard Ralford, and some other folks. Gary Stoneberg, Ted Terzian on our Greater Lansing Local series. So, anyway, get that business out of the way initially. But I want to be totally transparent and say that, in all honesty, we have no idea where our conversations go. He has no idea what I'm going to ask him. And that's why he's so good. He's smart. I only hang around with smart people who have a keen sense of reasoning, and nobody epitomizes that more than Coach Kerry Keyton, with 32 years of high school football coaching, track, teaching, bus driving now, working with kids. He's my guy.
That rain cost me some money on Friday, darn it.
That rain.
Yeah, I'm supposed to take the young fellas from Eastern out to Battle Creek Central for a ball game.
Oh, taking on the Bearcats.
Yeah, that rain came through and washed us out, but it's all good.
Okay, I'm going to start out with this. Did you watch the Kentucky Derby yesterday?
I did not.
I'm disappointed.
Well, I normally do.
You have 2 minutes. You have one job yesterday.
I don't even.
2 minutes.
It's not even. Well, I like the racing, but I like to see the outfits.
You like the hats?
Yes, I love the outfits.
All the beautiful people?
Yes, I do. And then I was telling my wife, like, $130 a ticket. Like, that's just to stand there.
What is? How much?
$130 just to stand
Well,
there.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
not
but
even like the nice stuff. Like, you're over in a corner somewhere. So one of these days maybe I'll go. But no, I finally had a chance to cut my grass for the first time this year.
You had all day to do that.
No, I had
Post time was 6:57 for the Kentucky
I had to go
Derby.
out to Fowler and watch my daughters play softball.
Mystic Dan won it by a nose
But
over
yeah, I did
Sierra
watch
Leone.
it. I did watch the,
Louisiana horse
like,
won it.
boom, right there. Boom.
See, another SEC dominant, you know what I mean?
Horses are so just, like when you ever, I mean, I'm kind of weird like that. There's a guy called an animal cracker. He snaps animals' backs and aligns them and stuff. He does horses. And just to see.
Have you ever seen a thoroughbred race a horse up close?
Yes,
I have.
Yes, I have.
Down Clarion Farms in Kentucky.
The most amazing animals.
It's beyond majestic.
When I watch the videos of them washing them, when they're washing them down and then they're glistening in the water, you can see all
the ripples.
Oh, I mean,
they're more cut than Kerry Keyton.
It'll never be like that. I don't know how they don't snap their legs all the time.
Two things. That's a great segue. Because I've sat courtside at an NBA game, and I've seen a thoroughbred racehorse up close. And that's when I wonder how they're not more broken bones in both. Because the NBA players, they're built like racehorses. A lot of these guys.
Sure.
I mean, they're strong, but their calves are. It's like, how does that, with all the feet going on, and then these horses. And there's been, unfortunately, a lot of deaths in thoroughbred racing. There's something about it. It's overwhelming to see.
That goes exactly to like football players. And everybody's talking about, they want to blame the turf and they want to blame all these extra things on why guys tear their knees. No, your human athlete nowadays is so much bigger and stronger than what it used to be.
Yeah.
But the bones and the tendons are still the same.
Exactly.
Physics
is going to come into play.
If you build the muscle this big and this big,
but if the tendon, bones, supports
but the tendon and the ligaments are still
that's true.
Not, so when you're getting all that force, well, something has to give.
You're right.
Absolutely. But no, there's some of the real big ones, Clydesdales.
But now there was a Clydesdale right there.
Beautiful.
But when I think of Kentucky, you're right. I like when my old Kentucky home, either University of Louisville band or Kentucky band. Yeah, I love all that stuff. Then all these rich people all dressed up and walking in the mud up around their horse.
Yeah, 'cause it
You know,
was
with the
money
trainer
race.
and everybody's all gussied up and everything. It's funny.
Well, like you said, for 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes.
They did what coverage like 3 hours
For
for
2
a
minutes.
2-minute race.
Yeah. Anyway.
You know, but yeah, no, so yeah, that was very close, which is good because they need that.
I know.
They need that.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
They need another
And no-
Triple Crown winner.
No one got hurt. You know, I mean, that's
Thank goodness.
like anything else. So, but I want to start out with, I'm not going to sucker punch you with this, but I mean, that's, you know, it's like, I got to get your opinion. This is not rhetorical, man. I mean, are you at all concerned 25 kids have left the Michigan State football program, many of which after spring ball, prominent players. And now, everybody's saying, you know, there's way, this is glass half full, glass half empty. You might say, well, it's good. You know, they were, what, 4-8 last year. You might as well clean house, start all over. Which Michigan basketball certainly is doing that with Dusty May. But with football, it just seems like what surprised me, Kerry, late in the game, after spring ball, after the game, guys at Harlan that have been in, you know, that have played prominent roles, and all of a sudden they're going. He went off to, who was the kid who went off to Oregon?
I think Derek Harmon ended up.
Derek Harmon.
Yeah.
Harmon.
Which,
yeah.
You know, we
Is
talked
that
a
just
little bit
money?
last week.
So that money thing.
We've talked about this a lot. At the end of the day, in my opinion, the people, they're chasing what we like to call short money. The long money is the NFL, but we all know that out of college, what 257 got drafted, so that 3% of college football players is going to make it to the next level. Okay, I get that. So if you can monetize as much as you can
In the moment.
while you're in college,
Yeah.
it makes sense to a certain extent, because only my thing is, if you like the guys that are doing it right, that's wrong, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense, when they go in the portal with the no contact, which means they've already cheated a little bit because they know
Right.
where they're going.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. Or
Order
unless you're
Stevens.
going to, if you're going to better your position from where you're at, which is going somewhere where, like Derek Harmon is going to Oregon. That's going to be a top 5, top 10 program. He's going to get paid. He's probably going to play a year and probably end up in the NFL because he's a good football player. Guys that are just getting in the portal because, I mean, like, we have those 25 guys that got in the portal. Okay, well,
Along with 3,000 other guys.
exactly. And what film you got that's going to make anybody want to take you? If you haven't figured it out to where you're going to be in a better position, why leave? Because everybody right now is probably getting some sort of money. You have to assume that they're getting some. You know, if you're on the team, you're playing starter, you're getting some sort of NIL money. Why are you leaving? Okay, now you may be leaving Michigan State now because, you know, we're rebuilding, we may not be that good, whatever. But you're still, if you're a starter, what are you leaving for?
I don't understand.
Because you're going to get playing time, you're going to get film time, you're playing in the
That's
best
like the Harmon
conference.
thing. That got my attention.
You know, you're playing in the best, you know, league in
You're in the
college
Big Ten.
football.
You're staying in the same league. You're just
Right.
getting money.
He's just
so he's
getting
going
more
short.
money.
You know what this is, Kerry? This is like, instead of getting the insurance policy that everybody would get, I'll get insurance.
Sure,
So if I
Lloyd's
get
and
hurt, at
London.
least I get some money.
Right.
This is another route to go to get
Sure.
paid up front as like a level of insurance. I'm going to grab it in college, so at least I have something for all this work I put in since I'm 6 years
Sure.
old or whatever.
Sure. And like I said, I'm never gonna hate on anyone that's getting the money. It's just how and where, like, what are you actually doing to get, you know, what are you sacrificing to get? If you're already starting,
Well, where's your grievance?
I don't-
Where's your grievance?
I don't-
So that's what got my attention. So it's either money or he doesn't like the Jonathan Smith system.
which very well could be, you know,
Or his
because
position coach or
what
whatever.
he's doing is not what, you know, it's a totally different
It
program.
goes against the grain.
You know, so
Yeah.
if that doesn't, you know, fit what you think, I mean, but at the end of the day, you're a 1-tech, 3-tech D tackle, bro. That's what you're gonna do regardless. It ain't like you're playing quarterback or wide receiver, you know.
Right.
You know, you're a 1-tech D, a 3-tech D tackle. It is what it is. You know, So you don't get the money, but again, it's short money. Now he's playing at angles. He go play for Oregon. He'll probably play with, assuming better guys. He's not going to play all the snaps. He can, save his body a little bit,
with
and then
less miles on the car.
Right, and he'll get, drafted, and because I have to assume, like I said, he's a very good football player.
Very good. I think that was
he's
a big
going to
loss
get
for
drafted.
Michigan State.
Big, absolutely. But and then it just goes to, are you loyal? But he does. All the people that he came in with, they're gone. So
with all that said, then, I mean, this football season coming up for Michigan State is opening with FAU, I believe it is, Labor Day week. I think it's going to be one of the most compelling, intriguing seasons of all time, because I don't think anybody has any idea how good they're going to be.
Not one. We still in, we're in the portal. Now we did, the guy from, I guess, Stephen F. Austin didn't pan out, so he left.
He didn't pan out.
They separated. It's not going to be.
So I heard it was a mutual.
Right. So maybe he was, which tells me probably he wasn't getting what he thought he was going, what he wanted to get.
So there's a lot of this romancing going to be going on between now right until camp. Actually, there's until the academic calendar starts in September.
They're going to be in there getting it.
So you got 3 months of this.
And on the flip side, they probably had those conversations where, Tom, we appreciate everything you've done. They had to go through spring ball to see if those kids they wanted to keep, because he still has that opportunity.
That's like Dusty May tried out the existing player. It was like a tryout.
Absolutely. I got to see what I got.
Okay, move along, son. You did a great job here, but
it's, you can stay here and keep your scholarship.
Yeah.
We'll pay for you to go to school, but you're not going to be a part of the team.
Yeah.
So they had to go through. Are these guys the kind of guys we want in our program? And so they probably had them conversations, and the other guys like, hey man, we don't think you're going to pan out here. We're going to go try to find some other people to replace you, so you might want to get in the portal.
What makes you feel optimistic about this 24 season for Michigan State? What ingredient makes you, and then I'm going to hit the other side of it first. What makes you feel good about this team moving forward? What excites you?
Well, what excites me the most is like a lot of the really good young talent that we had in the program, true freshmen last year, the Jalen Thompsons, those kids are staying. Gino Vandermark kind of bothered me a little bit. I'll be honest, transparent, I'm not happy with Ethan. He wasn't around.
Colorado playing for Prime.
And he didn't.
Ethan Boyd.
Like he was projected to be starting.
That was this week.
Starting right tackle this year.
Yeah.
So that kind of bothers me. Like I don't know why he would leave to go there, but expect into a program where they're kind of in this. Well, we're not in the same position there. Their position there. He has to win this year. After all the stuff that went last year,
there's higher expectation.
Now they're going to Big 12, which is nowhere near as good as the Pac-12 was last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that he would probably have some better wins. But that kind of bothered me a little bit, because I was looking forward to him having the opportunity to be starting at the right tackle. And he left and came back. So I assume he got him some pocket change. To stay here at Michigan State, whatnot. So, but if they didn't. To answer your question though, I guess just the fact that the people that are there want to be there.
Well, okay, I understand that part, but when you look at the moving parts on that team, quarterback is a position of strength now, I would think, which has been a position of weakness in the last couple of years.
With Childs and then Schuster and then the freshman from
so that's solid. But the offensive line is a concern.
We got the kid from Holy Cross, and we're in on a couple other. We got the big kid from Illinois came back, Andrew Dennis from Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
So he'll be back.
Who went and then came back.
Well, he went to Illinois.
Yeah.
And then so they got in the portal and wanted to be close. He should have stayed at Michigan State, but the change and everything, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully he'll be able to help us out there. It's like you said, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But, at the end of the day, I said this way back when, I cheer for the uniform. Whoever's wearing Michigan State. So when those kids, when the fall gets here,
You'll be all about it.
I have 100, and I'll go to practice, and I'll be like, hey man, I'm happy that you're here. Let's go kick some butt.
And you're Mr. Optimistic. You always have been, at least with me. Maybe not all your other friends might say that, but you are with me. What concerns you? What should keep Jonathan Smith awake at night about this team?
Well, that he still has to get a team. You still got to get bodies. You're not going into.
How short are they? Are they below the 85
people? Well, I have to believe so at this point.
Wow.
With those guys in the portal.
Wow.
Well, we're adding people. But it says 105. Around
it's like
there.
The stock market.
Up and down, up and down. But like now we know though the portal is closed.
As far as entry into the portal.
Right. So now we know we can go and get we got a
there's
couple
3,000 kids.
The DB from Arizona State. Now we're in on the wide receiver from Arizona State as well. This is one of the top portal guys. So.
But I think the position. I mean, I'd rather be in the situation of being the team when you have 3,000 kids to choose from that are in the portal. Although you don't know how there might be some walk-ons in there that don't even.
There's levels to that too.
Yeah, there's levels to that.
We're only talking to these ones. We ain't talking to these
but,
ones.
I mean, it's like you got 3,000 dudes in the portal. That's like, and there's only so many teams that have available space. Right? That's like filling a singles bar with all guys, and there's only a handful of women in there. I mean, your percentage chances of success are pretty limited.
but you pick it from the best of the best, though.
That's true.
You're not going after that 145 with the goggles on. We ain't looking for that one. We're looking for that 9 o'clock. Like, hey,
right,
you,
right.
That's what we're gonna spend our money on.
I think Michigan State is going to beat Prairie View for sure. You confident about that one?
100%.
FAU. If you're playing basketball, you might be. I think FAU.
They got a lot of Florida athletes.
They got athletes.
It's gonna be.
You gotta watch out for.
Hey, nothing. Us walking out of here today is not guaranteed.
That's right.
So,
absolutely.
But again, when they get here, they're gonna get coached up, and then we're gonna go from there. But again, my expectation is still 6+. And let's get to a bowl game and, see what happens. Maybe, like I said, beat some people we ain't supposed to beat. Whatever. But these 25, and then, like I said, they still could come back. The ones that are in there. But obviously, if you're leaving, you don't think either they don't believe that you're going to help us win, or you don't think that whatever they're giving you is enough. That's what it basically comes down to.
Right.
So you're gonna leave. Okay.
Right.
Well, we'll go find some new people. Because at the end of the day, can they be any worse than the 4-8 we were last? I mean, that was a 6 or 7 win team last year.
There was some
mistakes.
games Michigan State should have won.
Yeah, Rutgers. We already talked about all that. So whatever.
Yeah.
And that was with not a lot of good. Not a lot of good people.
I snicker when I think about the school they left, Oregon State. They're in what they call now the Pac-2.
It's literally no man's land out there.
And I don't know, Fox, one of the networks is giving them some money to cover their games. So I think out of sympathy. And then you're hearing rumblings. My son was out on the recruiting trail and hearing about Air Force is all geared up on that they want to get into the Pac-2, make it the new Pac-12 and things like that. Air Force and
are they playing independent?
They're
Mountain West.
So I think what you're going to do is you're going to have Mountain West teams going to try to gravitate to become part of the Pac-12, as if that's going to make them a Power 5. It's still the Mountain West.
Right, but they got the name recognition.
But I think maybe you might. I mean,
that's what it's going to end up being. That's what it's going to end up being, the new Pac-12 and whatever.
And the Mountain West,
the Mountain West will disappear because the Mountain West is nothing anyway.
Yeah.
Boise State. Nobody's paying money to watch them on TV.
Yeah, it's a group of 5.
So
there's
they'll
no guarantee to get
the Pac-12 name. And now, obviously, if it was $10 million TV contract, you know, whatever, it's going to be $5 million. And I got to give the contracts like they were before because there's no big names in it besides Oregon State and Washington State.
There's two teams. There's 2 teams in the league.
The Palouse and Rainville, Oregon State, which is sad because Oregon State was doing, I mean, obviously pretty good football. The women's basketball team was really well. They went there and
rated, a good team last year.
They rated all them girls,
yeah.
all them young ladies gone to which you can't blame them. Who we playing? Nobody. So.
Okay, I want to segue. Another topic I want to touch on today is we're sitting here in May now, okay? And I was out at I'm not going to identify the high school track, and I saw this couple. They hired this track consultant to teach their kid how to, hurdle and sprint, and the parents are just like glued.
Hovering.
They're helicopter, and they're just watching everything. And this coach is teaching this kid, and it's just like I'm thinking to myself, how many parents throughout the world, or throughout the state of Michigan, whatever, are paying big money, probably $100 an hour, to have somebody personally coach their kid to greatness. And it's just like, drop the kid off, or walk around the track while he does. I mean, but my God, it was like, wow. You think this guy's gonna be the next Carl Lewis?
If you got the time to stand there and watch, then you have the time to invest and research yourself and teach your own kid.
Called YouTube. YouTube.
Literally, there's enough videos out there. I mean, let's be honest. If I needed to learn something about throwing the shot putter, I'd go see my Uncle Lyle. He would help me, then I would teach my own kids.
Use your resources.
Period.
Jim.
If there's somebody I need to teaching a disc, I talked to Tom Kenoy about throwing the disc. And now Eddie Sade, who Tom Kenoy taught him how to throw the disc, and Joe Keller or Josh Thornhill, what do you think about this? I would reach out to them. I was lucky enough to have, when I taught shot putting disc at Everett, I taught my kids what we need to know, but I would lift the weights because I wanted to be good for football. That's what we did. I let them go talk to, listen to what he's telling. You can learn, trust me.
But I think what happens,
using your resources.
I think what happens is when, people see like J.J. McCarthy has a personal throwing coach, all this stuff that it worked for elite players. It would have been good it would have been good without the coaching, right?
Yeah, but those.
I think they envision them doing the same thing.
No, they have visions of grandeur is what they have.
Yeah.
No, your kid's not that good. That's the problem. Everybody thinks their kid's the next LeBron or the next Jordan. No, he's not. Or she, for that matter. So just let them play.
No, I'm going to go on record as saying, though, there are some really good personal coaches.
Of course.
Carlton Valentine was a great, that people, he works with. Or my buddy Chris Young does that as well. Richard Ralpher does it. There are situations where that's good, but just drop the kid off and go.
But they're probably working with good kids to begin.
Yeah.
Nobody's taking little Billy from around the corner who can barely tie his shoes.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I see your point. Yeah.
I'm not working with bums.
Right.
It's like who you're working with. Well, yeah, if I take Zach Edey, well, of course I'm going to look like I know what I'm doing because he's good. I may fine tune some things here and there, but like Ethan Boyd. Ethan Boyd is going to be good regardless. I just helped him get better at some certain things. And you did
that as part of the program, like your off-season program, like you do in Saturday morning and stuff like that.
Right, and then when we're running in the summer, doing whatever, okay, I need you to work on this, okay. And I need you, but you go home and do it. Ethan DeWitt played for. Ethan DeWitt was he did everything. He worked so hard on his own, doing his own. You don't have, especially basketball. Track's a little bit different, like if you're a hurdler or whatever, because where are you going to get a hurdle from? You can go to the track if it's open and work on stuff like that. So many things can be done. We talk about this. There was a video out. He's a baseball guy speaking to the little kids. He's like, your parents, they're spending money on you being here. They're spending money on bats. They're spending money on gloves. All that stuff costs money to be here. You need to invest. Kids need to invest in what's free. Push-ups and sit-ups are free.
Yeah.
getting the ball and going to the court by yourself
Foster Park.
all day.
Across the diamond.
Walsh Park, Benjamin Davis.
And that
Those are
court,
free.
by the way, is empty every time I drive by it.
Those are free. Don't cost you nothing.
Yeah.
You can get a basketball and go work on your dribbling all day if you want to. Invest in the free stuff.
Yeah.
You know, then come talk to me about. I tell my daughter all the time, like, no, I got the hidden cage for you out there. You got your own tee. You got this, and this. Go invest in that free stuff. I'm not taking you over to this dingbats place, and I'm not spending no money on that. No, you go work on that stuff first.
Tough love from Kerry Keyton.
Hey, you know, at the end of the day, like you have to. How much are you investing in yourself before? You know,
Before you want to take it up a level.
yeah, and then if you did that, then okay, then we can do that, you know. But then like I was just laughing. They were posting them videos again, them AAU tournaments. $50 for the weekend, $60 for the weekend for the adults, and $30 for the kids to get in and watch. I'm like, who got money like that?
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
To watch?
To watch. 50, 60 bucks an adult. $30 for kids.
So it's just
money
basically
grab.
a money grab.
Money grab.
Wow, that's
Get
pretty
that
disturbing.
money. So that's what I'm so glad I'm almost done with all this stuff, because it's just everybody got their hand out and they want something and ain't doing nothing for it.
Charging their kids $6 a bottle of water.
Man,
Okay,
where are we at in this world where it costs $70 to go watch what, 3-4 games of basketball?
In a,
AAU, it ain't even real bad. AAU
it's not real
basketball.
bad. You know, it's just
running up and down the
multiple
court.
courts. It's like going to the Quaker League back when you know what I mean. Back
You know,
in
it's
the day.
like going to Moneyball. I'm going to watch Moneyball, watch really good basketball players
Highly accomplished.
for free.
Yeah.
Shout out Des Ferguson for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah. Hey, one more lap before we go. One last shout out to Desmond Ferguson. Okay, he started this clinic we got to have him on our podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know, 20 years ago. I mean, a long time ago, for free at Everett High School. And everybody, you know, the cynics would say, oh yeah, Des is just going to start that. They'll start charging him. Wrong. 20-something
Still
years
for
later,
free.
still free. So we
Still
need
for
more
free.
Des Fergusons.
Yep, he's got a new shoe coming out.
Yeah.
Got his own shoe coming out. Moneyball. I told him I'm mad though.
The only way to ball.
Right, but I'm mad. They're like, why you mad? He stopped at size 14. What does that do for me?
What's your size?
15.
Woo!
I need the 15.
Big man,
Like,
the
come
big
on.
fella.
Like, Des, really? You're a basketball player. You played in the NBA with guys that,
19s,
yes,
22s.
but you can't get no love for the big guys. So,
All starts with a shoe. He's Kerry Keyton. He's size 15.
15.
Tom Crawford, size 12. Here on the Crawford Podcasting Network. Until next time.
Go green.
Go blue.